What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Hope everyone's doing well. I have some channeled messages for all the signs. I'm going by elements to keep the channel, to keep the videos short and sweet for everybody. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm on the air signs: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, it says barriers and death and an unexpected event could happen. It says you can't carry people's burdens. Sometimes it's not your cross to bear, especially when it has to do with children or people's children. It says Libra, unexpected things are coming in your life, so it's time to move away from past situations so that you can progress. Gemini, it says seek solutions and focus on success. There's something to do with someone's pet. Maybe there's a missing animal, or maybe what you need to know is your animal has been found, but maybe it's at like a shelter or something like that. Also, if you're dealing with a Pisces, what would be beneficial to them is anything to do with emeralds, because Pisces, that's a stone that they really helps them. So some of you guys are, some of you guys are dealing with Pisces, so maybe get her something nice that has to do with an emerald. Be beneficial to you too, because you're dealing with one, but I'm gonna leave it alone. So, well then, what do I see? Definitely some manipulation around a relationship for some of you. For others, it's because this person is so completely stuck in their ways. There's a lot of fighting, there's breakups, there's indecision, there's maybe this person is like, it's hard for them to make a decision. I think this person has made a decision, is what you need to know. There's something that you really wanted, and I think that you can get it, but there's something that is blocking, like there's a energy block. It could be an earth sign. It could be not ending a cycle with an earth sign, or not really paying attention to maybe that this person has let their guard down to some extent, but maybe there's something that's blocking them. There's something like not being able to see straight. Maybe someone's eyes are really bad. Maybe your glasses are fogging your ability to see, or maybe this is about, if you're feeling like you're stuck in your emotions, what is it teaching you? Like, are you asking yourself that, or are you just trying to get away from it because of how you feel, because it's uncomfortable? I think that there's something that would actually help you along the way, that this is teaching you. It's just really uncomfortable. And I feel like, some of you guys are mending things that, there could have been a little bit too much partying, a little bit too many people involved. I feel like this person knows what they want, but the problem is maybe the person that they wanted or that they were going after, decided that they didn't want them. I think that there's a lot of anxiety around expressing emotions, maybe some insomnia here for... There's a level of fear, and it could be because of anything, but I do see some mental health things going on here. It's time to go after what it is that you want. Maybe there is some, seasonal depression here. Maybe there is a need to get an order of protection for some of you guys. Maybe there is a need to stop, blaming yourself for things that happened in the past. So some of you guys have something to do with where Lilith is in your chart. And, maybe the things that you come up with in your head and you don't express them, or whatever the case may be, something to do with that. Maybe it's how you run away, or you kind of try to escape certain situations. But it's like, some of you guys will get through this if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio or a Taurus, or if these have, this is something to do with your chart. A Leo is also here. I do feel like this could be an equal partnership, but there just needs to be more working together. Someone does need to take on the role of stepfather for somebody. Maybe that scares them. Maybe they don't feel like they're a very good father as is, so how could they be a good stepfather to your children? Maybe that's an issue. Maybe there's a pregnancy here. Maybe there's someone you got pregnant that you only consider to be a friend, and you need to, kind of release yourself from that. But just know that, tell this person you'll be there for them, you'll make it work with co-parenting or whatever the case may be, but this just isn't what you want anymore. there's a need to realign so that these inconsistencies and these uncertainties, you know, so that you can have the freedom to move forward, so that you can have the structure and foundation that you want in your life. It's affecting how you think, your attention span, your happiness. Some of you guys need to get more sun or start taking vitamin D, since our sun is a lot of radiation, but that's another day, another time. I do feel like there's a lot of love here, but there's also like, you know, someone just feeling like there's no way to save this situation anymore. Maybe you guys need to go to court. You need to, you know, have mediation, you know, and look towards the future of how, you know, what is the future plan for this? There seems like there's expectations here, but there's not a lot of like someone willing to change. There's someone who just feels like someone just takes things. Someone, you know, is so busy focused on the future that they're not focusing on what they have right now. I do feel like someone could be getting a message about maybe a pay raise, maybe a doing something independently for money. But it's gonna require someone to travel a lot, and I don't know if that's something that someone needs to communicate, like how they're at a crossroads right now because they don't really know how they could be in a relationship and give you this commitment when they don't really know. Maybe they're just learning about, you know, endings and things in their life, and they don't know if you're being manipulative like the other people, or if this is just about like ending those old cycles and thought patterns and programming. Some of you guys could really benefit from hypnotherapy. Some of you guys need to get this like parasitic energy out of your mind completely. You know, maybe release some subconscious fears when it comes to friends and relationships, because that could be a barrier. It says do not get mad and overreact because it might not be what you think it is. I do feel like there are some things that you know, or someone does know maybe about how you feel, but they're trying to be patient with you, and they're trying, maybe they want you to give them more attention or vice versa. Someone needs to be mindful when it comes to getting cuts or having accidents. You know, it looks like there's someone just who plays around or plays a sport or is doing something for fun, but someone could get hurt and it has something to do with a job, or like, you know, even someone else getting involved in this, like a community worker or law enforcement or something like that. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Free your time and your mind up to go for a walk, or you know, being open to listening to the love and wisdom that comes from your soul. And you know, committing to things is important, you know, especially when it comes to business endeavors, so that you can be successful, because sometimes that commitment is there. You know, you have the experience, you know how to talk to people, you have the talent, but what are you committing to? Are you adaptable? Do you need to transition out of an old, you know, plan or game plan, or just be more open to however this happens, it does, and let the universe take over? I do feel like friendships are being highlighted here. I do feel like there's a lot of regrets when it comes to something or some certain situation for some people involved here. I do feel like you just want to reach some level of understanding, especially when it comes to like, does this person like physically attractive or something like that? It's definitely listening to your intuition. It's definitely, you know, connecting with those constellations that speak to your higher self. It says study, reading, plan, will. There's a journal here. This is about, you know, maybe keeping things to yourself. I do feel like you do have some sneaky energy here, but I just feel like it's because you're afraid to let other people know what it is that you're working on, because you, like, you know, when other people's energy can taint things, and it causes a lot of challenges and problems. I do feel like be mindful when sleeping with someone, especially if it's a water sign. I do feel like this person, you could end up pregnant, or maybe this person wants to adopt or something like that. But I do feel like things are starting to flow more. Maybe someone's going to get their period. And that's something to keep an eye on. I do feel like your angels are channeling with you. I do feel like there is a repeated cycle of abuse here for someone. Maybe when it has to do with emotion, like emotional abuse. I do feel like some blessings are being blocked here just because of, you know, maybe being too dominant or being too rigid on how someone communicates. But I do feel like, you know, maybe this person comes off as sneaky, but they're actually going to be giving you something. Like they don't want you to have to like worry about them. They don't want you to have to carry like their burdens for them. I do feel like someone is working on getting a house, or, you know, there's something where you do need to take action when it has to do with the house. I do feel like if there is a missing brown dog for someone, you will be finding them, or you'll be getting a phone call about them. I do feel like you have this energy of having a really bright future, but it's just really scattered right now because there's some unexpected things or unexpected trials and tribulations along the way. I do feel like someone could be getting engaged in the near future, especially if there's a Leo. I do feel like you're going to be receiving news that makes you really happy. And maybe you feel like things are blocked right now when it comes to money, but I do feel like it's time to put an end to those feelings of lack, because I feel like that could be the biggest block that you have at this point. And, you know, if you let go of old thought patterns, then that makes way for new things to come in. There's going to be some letter from an organization, I feel like, that wants to work with you, and it will be, for some of you guys, it's a new place of employment, a new place to live. I do feel like no matter what you've been through, there will be new beginnings here, but it's just time to go out and branch out and try to discover new things. Definitely, I see a lot of dogs, maybe dogs that ran away, or animals, or, you know, somebody has a dog that's pregnant even. I do feel like someone's very possessive, and I do feel like it could even be the animal's energy. I do feel like maybe it's separation anxiety or something like that. Like maybe you left and then the animal ran away or something. Maybe that's what you need to know. Maybe that's why they ran away, is because someone left and they were trying to find you. I do feel like it's going to work out. It's just like maybe there's something with housing where you need to get a letter to have the animal or something like that. But I do feel like also keep an eye on blood pressure for some of you guys. And I do feel like there's a pregnancy at play here for someone that could have something to do with why, you know, that this person is kind of unapproachable or unreadable, or there's things being delayed or blurred right now. Maybe there's something that hasn't been revealed to you at this time. Maybe there's challenges because there's something that you're missing. It says pay attention to your dreams. I think that there's someone who could be like being betrayed by someone who is legitimately like working against you when it comes to a legal case for some of you guys. I do see a missing child. I do feel like there will be it's a street with 3 different directions, and whatever like country road this is, try going down that one, and, you know, you'll be surprised at the outcome. I do feel like, you know, if people aren't involved, there will be people involved, like, you know, looking for this. You do have people that support you and that will be willing to help you. I do feel like some of you guys are, you know, definitely the benefactor to something when someone passes away. So don't worry about that aspect or how it's going to work out or whatever the case may be. But I do feel like there's definitely some secrets when it comes to, you know, maybe someone is buying a house, or someone, you know, what they really have going on in their life. I do feel like time is of the essence, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of like a Cinderella story. Like, it's strategic. Like, it might not be a lot of time you get to spend with a certain person, or it has to be done in a certain way and time, you know, for it to be. But like, whatever's supposed to happen will, no matter what. Like, you'll be where you're meant to be, and it just might not be for as long as you'd like. And maybe you can't see how this is going to work out because it's been so challenging. But I just feel like, you know, there is a reason to have hope. There is a reason to, you know, stay grounded and know that this will be like a situation where it will be grounded. You know, that the more you can connect to a higher vibration, the less you'll be susceptible to lower vibrational energy, and the more you can kind of keep in a sane, kind of safe, peaceful place, the better. So that's all I have for you guys. Have a good night.